All right, so here we go. We're going to work through our quiz review. That way we understand what's going to happen, so we can go ahead and hit a home run on Monday. So number one, it says if F, G, and H are the midpoints of our side, find each measure. What is our midpoint relationship? If something's a midpoint, what is the relationship that's created? Yeah. So what makes it a midsegment? Yeah. So to be a midsegment, it's a segment conjoining the midpoint of two sides of our triangle. Excuse me. And a midsegment is half the length of the corresponding third side. So they gave us a couple values. FG is 37. KL is 48, so that's this big guy out here. Come on, man. GH is 30. So they want us to find FH, JL, KJ, and FJ. All right, so FH is our first one. How are we going to solve for FH? What are we going to do?
48 divided by 2.
Why?
Because 48 is like the corresponding line to FH.
Good. So FH is half the value of KL. Right? So FH is the mid-segment to that third side. It's parallel and it's half. So we're going to just go ahead and divide 48 in half. Fantastic. So 48 times 1/2, or you could say divided by 2, it's the same thing. So the length of FH is 24. How about JL? What are we going to do for JL? Yep. JL is 2 FGs. Okay. The mid-segment, if we're finding the side, we multiply the mid-segment by 2. If we're finding the mid-segment, we divide the side in half. So 2 times 37. So our length is 74. Absolutely. KJ is 2 times the length of GH because that's its mid-segment. GH is valued at 30. So the length of KJ is 60. The last one is FJ. So when I look at this figure, we just said, hey, this is 60. So we know that's true. Okay. What is F in relation to KJ? F is a what? Midpoint. What does a midpoint do? Cuts it in half. So it cuts it into 2 congruent segments. So if the full length is 60, each midpoint or each segment measures 30. FJ is 30. Yes, sir? FJ equals 30. Yes, sir. Number 2, name a segment that is parallel to the given segment. YZ is parallel to whom? RT. So RT, good. RS is parallel to whom? RS to XZ, very good. And then finally, XZ. And then finally, XY is parallel to TS. Those should be layups, guys. Absolute layups on this quiz. That for you guys is on. Wow. You should not be bad at layups. All right. Number 3, use mid-segments to find the value of X. Then find the perimeter by adding up the stuff on the outside. So we're going to find X. Then we're going to find out what our perimeter is by adding up the distances around. So the numbers given kind of make it easy on us. When they just tell us the numbers straight up, we know that the mid-segment is what in relation to its third side? It's half, good. So if our mid-segment is 25, our full length is 50. 50. So our full length is 50. And the same thing, we've got another whole number. That's nice of them to do that for us. So what would the length of NP be? 44, correct. How'd you get 44?
22 times 2.
Excellent. So you just multiply your mid-segment by 2. All right, our last side, unfortunately, is not as simple as the other one. So we're going to set them equal to one another, but we've got to modify one because they're not congruent. You multiply the mid-segment by 2. So we say MN, which is that third side, MN equals 2 times our mid-segment SR, or RS, whatever you want to say. So now we can substitute the values they gave us. 5x minus 34 equals 2 times x plus 4. Make sure you distribute the 2 into both terms of that binomial. Don't forget that. That's very important. So 5x minus 34 equals 2x plus 8. And now we've just got our basic linear algebraic expression. We want to subtract 2x. And because I believe y'all are smart and capable and wonderful people, I'm going to do the constant on the same step. I'm going to add 34. But I'll do it in a different color, so it kind of helps. So I just subtracted 2 and added 34 on the same step. Just save us a little ink. We don't want to waste all our ink, you know. You got it. My man. All right, so 5x minus 2x is? 3x. 34 plus, negative 34 plus 34?
0.
Cancels out, so that one's gone. 2x minus 2x? Cancels out, so that one's gone. And then 8 plus 34? 42. 42? Divide both sides. by 3. Is it 14? Okay.
And you know it's divisible by 3 because when you add 4 and 2 together, they make 6.
My man. So we divide both sides. So is that our answer?
No.
No, because I need the perimeter.
Yeah. You have to plug in x to 5x minus 34.
Correct. We need to substitute x,
Then when you do that, you have to add all 3 numbers.
and then I can add up the 3 lengths. Yes, sir. So we're going 5 times the 14 we just found, minus 34. 5 times 14, was that 70? Yeah? And then 70 minus 34 is? 46. Okay, it wants us to find the length. I just had to make sure it wasn't trying to trick us to find the smaller perimeter. 46, 36. 36 or 46? Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm used to, yeah. Sorry.
All right, so triangle MNP. We want the perimeter. How do you find the perimeter of an object?
You add all the sides together.
Add up the outside. So 36 plus 44 plus 50. 36 and 44 is
80, right?
80.
I think it's 80.
80 plus 50 is
130.
130. So there is our actual final answer. 130. Pretty cool, huh? It was what? It was awesome, wasn't it? It was math. Math is the greatest thing on the planet. I don't think so, brother. You love math. All right. Number 4, use angle relationships to solve for x. Remember, when these lines are formed, what do we know about a mid-segment and its corresponding third side? They are parallel. They're not congruent. They're parallel, and then the mid-segment is half the value of our third side. If they are parallel, what is the angle relationship they are using?
Corresponding.
Those are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are always congruent.
You do 6x 1 equals 9x.
I don't need to multiply it because we're talking about the angles. So we've got our corresponding angles. Because they're corresponding, we just set them equal to one another. So 6x plus 1 equals 9x minus 23.
And you combine it like
We're not combining like terms. We're actually using the addition and subtraction property of equality because we're not on the same side of the equal sign.
yeah, that's why.
Yeah, you're good. So minus 6x. Because you are rock stars, I'm going to go ahead and add 24 on the same step. Combine like terms when you clean up one side.
Okay. Wait, why is it 24?
What?
And then it's 24.
Because I did the math in my head already.
I got the answer would be 24.
Yeah, I do that every now and then.
It just means you're ahead of the game.
Yes. My brain functions on a crazy level. All right. Sometimes. So 24. I would be so much bigger if I did steroids. Got to go JUCO. No, I appreciate doing it the right way. So x equals 8. You went the other way and still got the same answer, didn't you? Yep. You can go either direction, madam. That's the final answer. We found the value of x. Boom. Goes the dynamite. All right, the next one, same problem. Find the value of x. Okay, so we know that these two are parallel because of the mid-segment. Connects to midpoints. Which relationship are we using for these two rascals? Same side interior, which is a supplementary relationship. Same interior. We will combine like terms here, yes sir? Same interior. Okay. So we're going to combine them, x plus 9 plus 5x minus 24 equals 180. Because they are supplementary, it means their sum equals 180. Now we combine like terms like y'all were hollering. 8x plus 5x, 9 plus negative 24. What do we get? 13x? 15 equals 180. Add 15 to both sides. So 13x equals 195. Hopefully that's an even number. Divide both sides by 13. So x equals 15. Any questions on mid-segment? No? All right. Angle side relationships. We want to order them from least to greatest. Remember, our angles and our sides have direct relationships. So we're going to order them from least to greatest. So the smallest angle will be opposite the smallest side. Largest angle opposite the largest side. So what's our smallest side? QR. Opposite of QR is angle N. Next smallest side is NQ. Opposite of NQ is angle R. And then our final side is 24, which is our longest side, which means it's opposite of our largest angle. Beautiful stuff right here, guys. JH is our shortest side, so it is opposite of our smallest angle. So angle G. What up, G? GJ is my next smallest side. It is opposite of our next smallest angle, so angle H. Which means that GH is our longest side, and it will be opposite of our largest angle. And remember, if I asked y'all about angles, you can also go that direction and get the same answer. Questions, thoughts, concerns, prayer requests about angle relationships? Angles and sides are direct relationships. Smallest will always be opposite smallest. Largest always opposite the largest. What's wrong? Yeah. Triangle inequality theorem. Two smaller sides must be greater than the length of our third. What's our smaller sides here? Bouncing around like crazy.
What we do is for the X or.
Yeah, we want to say yes or no. Is it enough to make a triangle? Yes. Or not? Make no. So we've got, what's our smallest one? 16 and 21? We got to check. Is that greater than 39? 16 plus 21 is 37. Is 37 greater than 39? No. So can these three side lengths create a triangle? No. Voila. What's wrong? Yes, got to be greater. So 6 and 13 are my smaller sides this time. These are some more layups. They might not be as fast break layups, but these are bunnies. Can't miss bunnies. 6 plus 13 is greater than 18. 6 plus 13 is? 19. Is 19 greater than 18? Because it's greater, we can make a triangle. 34, 27, 58. So 34 and 27. Are they greater than 58? What is it? 61? 61 is greater than 58. So what does that tell us about our triangle? It makes one. And then our last one's a little tricky. So we got 29 and 9. Is that greater than 38? 38 is our answer. So the question we've got to ask, is 38 greater than 38? So can those lengths make a triangle? No. Any questions on triangle inequality theorem? Easy money. Those are bunnies. Triangle inequality theorem, remember we want to find the lower boundary A by doing the difference, upper boundary B by doing the sum. So A is 17 minus 4, which is 13. B, we're going to do the sum, so 17 plus 4, 21. Our third side, X, has got to fall within that range. So X must be greater than 13, but less than 21. Remember that? Not too bad. That's our answer. Yep, you subtract them, you add them, find the value in the middle. Same thing for the other one, 22 and 52. We do the difference, can't write in highlighter, dummy. You know what, you think I'd learn by now. I know, I'm a knucklehead.
Yeah, I think that was the first time.
52 minus 24? 28. And then B is the sum. So 52 plus 24, 76. This is why I got y'all around. Y'all are like the best calculator ever. So our third side, X, must be greater than 28, but less than 76. So what if I asked you, could 82 be the third side?
No.
What about 12? What about 46? 54? Here's a hint. That's how I'm going to do it on Monday. I'm going to say, hey, tell me that range. Will these numbers work? Yes or no? 50-50 shot.
Wait, so you'll give us those.
I'll give you the two sides and then ask you about 4 or 5 more. Layup. What's that? On the quiz. It has to fall in that range. Yes, ma'am. It's got to fall between our lower and our upper. What if it's just 13? What did we say on the last one? Is 13 greater than 13? No. So does it work?
No.
Does not. Number 8, going back to our mid segment. Add in a little extra flair. Really test our knowledge of angle relationships. Think back to Unit 2 in the way back.
Way back.
In the way back. All right. Peabody and Sherman. What a great show. All right. How is 56 and 2 related? Their corresponding angles are congruent. So angle 2 is 56 degrees. That was the easy one. All right. What about angle 1? How can I find angle 1? Same side interior, yeah. So angle 1 plus 144 equals what? 180. Not 360. That would be the entire piece of the quadrilateral if you wanted. Oh, you were saying, I gotcha. Subtract 144 from both sides. So the measure of 1 is 36. Is that right? 36? Yeah, man. So you know this is 36. And then you can use your corresponding relationship again to say, hey, 1 and 5 are congruent. So if 1 is 36, then 5 has to be 36. Does 144 and 4 correspond? It does not, because that's a great question. I like it. So this angle, or this segment, right? What do we know about the relationship between that segment and this? We don't know anything, right? So we can't do that there because we don't know this value. Because if I wanted to do corresponding realistically, I could draw a line that extended out and continued, but it would be this whole angle that equaled that. But I'm going to be able to find 4 in a second. What about angle 2? How can I find angle 2? We did? Angle 3, I mean. Angle 3, my bad. What about this relation? I can't do triangle sum theorem for 3. I would have to do a quadrilateral, but for 3, for what? Oh, come on, man. So yeah, we can do our linear pair theorem and say the measure of angle 3 plus 56 equals 180. We could have also done same side interior and got the same thing. So subtract 56 from both sides. Angle 3 is 124. Whoops. Okay. So, well, what's 5? 36. So we can just do the triangle sum theorem. Oh, I'm sorry. So the measure of 4 plus 36 plus 56 equals 180. Triangle sum theorem. So what are we subtracting? $92? 92 plus angle 4 is 180. Subtract 92. So the measure of 4 is 88. Yes. Sure. Man, I didn't put one of the fun ones on there. Maybe I'll leave that as a bonus. Last one, triangle mid-segment, find the value of x. Remember, your mid-segment is half the length of your third side. So when we get these double variables like this, since you guys hate fractions so much, I suggest we always go for the mid-segment times 2, even though a fraction right here would work for it. So let's just be in the habit of going with the mid-segment times 2. Where is... All right, so we've got 10x plus 44 equals 2 times 8x minus 23. We want to distribute our 2. So 10x plus 44 equals 16x minus 46. Is that right? Yeah? I hope so. Sometimes I goof it up. Minus 10x. $46, my bad. Yes. Please. We really shouldn't get decimals. So we got 90. Please don't. I stopped it from doing yours, so don't do his. See how that works? 90 divided by 6? 15. It wasn't a thing, and then they brought it back. You dump everything out and just turn it inside out. Yeah. You try to zip it up.
No, dude, I put the lines like.
Oh, you did it in like 5 seconds.
In a line, you did that around like the whole rest of the day.
Yeah.
All right.
People started laughing.
We're doing our last one. So we got to do again. We're going to focus on multiplying our mid-segment by 2. You are safe in math. This is a non-shenanigan zone. Yeah, the dictator's allowed to throw the markers. I want you to get 100 on the quiz. So we distribute 2 in the... I do that. You got to earn 100. So 19x minus 28 equals 12x plus 14. Subtract 12x. Add 28.
Like $301 bills.
So we get that equals 56, 42. Divide by 7. X equals 6.